I think GITEX is extremely important, reason primarily being this is a physical event, humans are social animals, and after a long time after the pandemic we get to meet each other face to face. So definitely very extremely important also because there are so many emerging technologies coming out. We get to see them, we get to experience new technologies, so do others, like we get to experience technologies like Virsec, which talks about protecting threats, zero-day threats, sophisticated threats within milliseconds, dwell time reducing to milliseconds, which is kind of unheard of across the industry. And similarly, there are otherwise other great technologies as well. So definitely a great event to interact and build the partnerships as well. Yeah. If you look at the cybersecurity landscape today, it's no news today. Even your children and even your grandma will tell you there are ransomware attacks. There are fileless attacks across globally which are happening, which are targeting the memory, and these are very targeted attacks. They are running, they are weaponizing at runtime. So they have to be stopped before the damage is done. And this is where customers are believing on Virsec. To just give you an example, few of the customers reached out to us. One of the Middle Eastern government reached out to us because they were under an attack, primarily because they were, even after having legacy solutions, they were not able to protect against this attack because the attack was happening at runtime. It was a fileless attack and it was encrypting some of their files, etc. They were being hacked. They could see it and they were helpless. That's when they reached out to us and we were able to protect them with our patented technology, which is able to protect within milliseconds of dwell time. And the approach which we take is completely different. Rather than believing on what the past knowledge, we look at what is good today. What is good inside, we look at the DNA of the application and we look at it during runtime. That makes a big difference. Unlike the others which look at it after the runtime is over. Nothing to demean them, each one of them do a great job in what they do, but if you look at it, the threats have to be stopped when they are running in the memory during runtime, not after it's done, when the vulnerability is already exploited. If you look at it, one of the leading EDR vendors tweeted that they are able to stop attacks within 36 minutes, which is kind of a record time, which is able to protect. Instead of hours and days, they are talking 36 minutes. But attacks like ransomware, fileless attacks, they take less than 3 seconds. So 36 minutes is a lifetime in comparison. Thousands of organizations get breached, like SolarWinds, 50,000 plus organizations breached. So you need to stop attacks within milliseconds, not even seconds. That's what we aim at, and that's why we got customers like I told you, and Broadcom in US, they have a video testimonial which they say they were able to reduce the false positive and they were able to reduce the operational expenses due to that, and that's one of the key reasons why they adopted Virsec. And there are several other examples like which I can keep on saying, due to which Virsec is being chosen. So one of the key things is that I'm happy that things are coming back now after the pandemic. The industry has started booming again, and I'm sure going forward in Q4 and even though the next year will be even better. And I see one of the major attacks, primarily just continuing with what I said previously, are definitely focused on the financial sector, like the BFSI, the government sector, the telcos. These are the key areas, obviously not neglecting the rest of them, the health sector and the others, but then the key areas could be the BFSI, government, telcos and the health sector, which will really need this kind of security. Multiple layers of defense is great, definitely important, but protecting at the endpoint, at the server level where your crown jewels are, against the most sophisticated attacks is extremely important with the best of the breed solution. We have to do away with the legacy solution which detects attacks like months, weeks and months later. You need to protect at runtime within milliseconds. That's extremely important. Oh yes, definitely. We have quite a few channel partners. We are a completely channel focused company. We sell only through channels, and we already have quite a few channel partners in UAE, Qatar, Turkey, even in Africa region. To name a few, like we have Catalyst, we have FVC, Metabyte, we have eCloud Pro, we have Paramount in Qatar, we have BMR in Turkey, and Mart Networks in Africa, many more to name. But We are still open for few more strategic partnerships to build a more strong partner ecosystem, primarily because we want to recruit partners who want to make cyber threats irrelevant, like us, and we want to partner with them closely and make this happen. And so we are inviting a few strategic partnerships, definitely not all, but a few more definitely is extremely important. And we have a pretty robust partner management system, partner portal already in place, which incentivizes them, gives them a thorough training, enablement, we handhold them, we have certification, so lots of things already in place. We have a complete onboarding process so that we work with them very closely.